If you were driving southbound down Highway 63 today, you might have spotted a few of Shockley's reporters along the shoulder of the road with their signs. People can park in these lots for free, but some cars have definitely overstayed this welcome. If you take a look behind me, you're going to see a car that has weeds growing up almost as tall as the handles. About a mile's worth actually of power poles have either been snapped into or knocked down entirely. And if you bought and shipped one right now at the 55% Trump announced earlier this month, it would cost you a little over $1,500. These conditions are mimicking what real firefighters encounter on a regular basis. To let them know that he's committed to addressing, in his words, the rampant crime problem facing downtown.
Yes, I've been walking through MU's campus, haven't seen much damage there other than a couple of fallen tree branches.
This new law is going to keep that minimum wage increase, capping it at $15, and get rid of the piece about mandatory paid sick leave entirely. Rice is actually pretty close behind her with 37. Okay. And I mean, if we look back at the mayoral race in April, Blair Murphy actually raised nearly 4 times the amount as Barbara Buffalo. And as we know,
who won.
The room was electric. The crowd erupted. There were cheers. There were laughs. Some people were hugging each other.
Trapped on the second floor in apartment 314.
When a second,
all those seconds are precious,
and a fourth,
we found that 4-person gives us the ability to save lives,
can make a world of difference. The National Fire Protection Association sets a minimum standard of 4 firefighters per company. But the Columbia Fire Department has only operated regularly with 3 people per company.
Yes, so the first bedroom is complete. You're moving to the second.
4-person staffing is critical for our public safety as much as it is for our members who are working on the streets.
It's the most critical when firefighters are searching for victims in burning buildings.
When we did the 3-man version, it took all 3 of us. We all went into one room, come down, and go to the next one, versus we have 2 people go to the next room, and then we can get a whole another part of the apartment and accomplish more quickly.
I'm standing about 3 feet in front of the camera right now, and you can barely see me. And these conditions are mimicking what real firefighters encounter on a regular basis.
In this real condition training, it took firefighters nearly half the time to rescue 2 people with the 4-person team versus the time it took with a 3-person team. CFD needs 42 new firefighters to meet this standard and hopes to hire them in phases, with phase 1 bringing in 12 firefighters to staff the ladder trucks, and then the other 30 to staff the rest of the companies as funding allows.
Obviously, it's a funding problem, right? And we got to identify funding resources in order to get to that place.
Columbia Firefighter Union President Zachary Prevette says it's a conversation they've been having with the City Council for the last 10 years.
Minimum staffing has not been a priority for the city.
This memo describing the importance of a 4-person company was sent to the city manager in late August, but Second Ward City Council person Vera Elwood says the conversation hasn't reached the council's plate.
It has not been brought to this current city council yet. I'm hoping it makes it across our desk soon.
But that budget money has recently been used to fund other new positions on the city payroll.
And we have found the ability to do that in the budget. So we need to be finding the room in the budget for the fire positions.
Chief Schaefer says the city manager is supportive of the staffing plan, but the residents would need to pass a separate public safety sales tax to fund it.
It's important for the public to understand that we can do this job much more efficiently with more people.
Evolution's complete.
He's a beautiful person.
4 days after Derek Gonzalez was killed, his family believes there's more to the story.
He's our loved one, and we feel that he deserves to have all the information out there, because he's a person that he was a good man.
Gonzalez was a former Marine and wildlife firefighter who moved to Columbia a few years ago. He died in what officials say was an act of self-defense in this McDonald's parking lot after a road rage incident. But Gonzalez's older brother says he isn't ready to accept that.
We don't want to say one way or another that somebody's right or wrong. We just want the full extent of what happened that day. That's it.
Police say 2 people fired shots at each other but have not confirmed who acted first.
A woman was also hit by gunfire and taken to the hospital. CPD detained one person following the shooting, but let them go and said they didn't expect to file criminal charges.
At this time, based off all the facts we have, we do not believe we have probable cause to arrest.
Assistant Chief Lance Bollinger told us today the investigation is still open.
Just this morning, we obtained even more video footage of this incident. So right now, this is still in the investigative phase of this case. So we're still trying to figure out exactly what occurred there.
In the meantime, the Gonzalez family is speaking for their youngest son.
This was his favorite book.
Who doesn't get a chance to speak for himself.
Fuck your parent there almost a year. It's not the scheme of things. Parent burying this child.
It's a difficult process for everybody, especially when it's such a highly publicized event.
He loved his whole family. It's so hard to believe that he's gone. Tragically, at 32 years old, he didn't deserve it.
Some people hope they live to be 80, 90, or 100.
I'm 85. I'm 90 years old.
And others live to be 112. If you've spent time in Moberly in the last 50 years, you might have heard of Mary Chesney.
You know, when you go down that hall, Miss Mary's room is the very first one, and she always had a smile on her face.
You're showing off.
We first saw that smile when Chesney turned 110 in August of 2022. And even in her final moments.
She's just one of the sweetest and most wonderful ladies I ever met, and has the best sense of humor for a 112-year-old lady.
Just being with her was always fun. I was just always happy when I was with her.
When Chesney turned 100,
she wrote a booklet. I asked her to write her life story, and she wrote this booklet.
She wrote about family stories and how the world had changed throughout her life.
It's just hard to imagine all the things that she has experienced in her life.
Her story begs the question, what's the secret to a long life?
She would just say that she had no idea how it happened. It just happened. But the secret to a long and happy life was to help others and just take it day by day and make sure that you live life to the fullest each day.
I always told her it was because she didn't have any children.
Chesney passed away Monday, leaving behind family.
I'm going to miss her. Sure am.
Friends.
She told me that when she met me, it was the best thing that ever happened to her.
And an undeniable impact.
She just was able to leave a mark just from the kindness that she gave to everyone.
I thank God for giving me each day. For my family and my friends, everyone should be so blessed. I love you all. Mary Clark Mannion Chesney. So.
KOMU 8 News Today starts now.
The bill changing Missouri's congressional district maps will become law after Governor Mike Kehoe signs it today. Good morning, everyone. I'm Abigail Klinkerman. Thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday morning. We'll get the latest from the state capitol in just a second, but first, our weather team is tracking some rain for tomorrow. 2 weeks after a deadly shooting in downtown Columbia, city officials are preparing for another busy weekend ahead. I know, I'm excited to hear about this cool down, and I'm sure the rest of mid-Missouri feels the same. They've engineered one of the greatest one-year turnarounds ever. Mizzou men's basketball jumping from 0 conference wins to at least 10 after Tuesday's takedown of South Carolina. 6 people are dead and 10 are in the hospital after a mass shooting in Leland, Mississippi. And thousands of people attended the homecoming parade yesterday. But as we've been reporting, one student group had to fight to march in the parade. For an update on the weather as you head out the door, I know you've been saying that people need to take a little more time or leave a little more space in between cars this morning. Immigration officials took Owen Ramsing into custody while returning home from Europe more than 2 weeks ago. The city of Columbia and Leona Local 955 have reached a pay agreement after months of negotiations.
Yeah. Wild. I want to know what fruit this is. Fermented, apparently.
Why, Charlotte?
Because I study animal science.
For research purposes.
For research purposes. Thank you, Jane.
We hope you all have a very happy Easter today. Hope it's excellent.
Oof.
Those are all the puns I can think of off the top of my head. I don't know if you guys have anything better.
I got nothing. Colin, you got? Happy Easter. I know she said it, but I'll repeat it. Happy
Easter. Look, we're all matching our ears and everything. We'll see you at 10.